All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Freedom of Speech. This is basically where you could come up on the panel or you could type in the chat. It's basically where you could come if you have a dispute with another YouTuber or you like to say something politics or something that you just want to mention about gas prices, rent. It does not matter. Freedom of speech. That's a constitutional right, so we can't let nobody take them away. Francis Fish Outdoors. How you doing? All right, so we're going to open up the panel with this little clip I have here. It's about the gas prices and what OPEC is doing.
After going down about a cool 48 cents, here comes gas right again. That petroleum reserve that they're taking 1 million plus barrels away from every single day, that's for wartime, emergency purposes, not to put a Band-Aid on a shotgun wound that they created. It's only going to get worse, and that's going to get depleted sooner or later. They're just keeping it like this until the midterms pass. Then gas prices are going to skyrocket even more. They got all these people fooled. They're con artists.
All right, so what do you guys think about that news clip right there? That video, audio clip. Oh, there's gas right now. It's 5.39 up in California, and this gentleman is making a little audio clip. I happened to just to share right there, and he's convinced that the OPEC is actually going to be putting fuel away for a big war. Susan, how you doing? Mudmower 83 was in there as well earlier. We also have a few other people that's supposed to be coming into the panel. Constitutional rights. We all know what they are. So why don't we see if there's anybody in the chat that would like to come up on the panel. The link is up top. If not, feel free to put something in the chat. I'm just waiting on a couple things here. The internet's a little bit slow tonight. Let's go back here. Just hold on. We got one more.
The sign on.
Good minutes.
All right. Everyone has rights, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of press. This is press. I'm part of the press right now. I guess that's what you would suggest. Freedom of protestations, freedom of assembly. That goes with the protest out there. We have Mr. Briggs. We started a conversation last time we were live, and we're talking about should people have licenses to be able to drive a vehicle, or is that considered as a privilege? Should we still be able to drive a vehicle without a license? What is your aspect of that? Let's see here. We got a couple more news clips I'm going to be playing very shortly. We're just going to wait for a couple more people to come in here. That was a good movie. I watched that one earlier. Full Metal Jacket. Sorry about this audio. I got to turn this down until I find it. Just waiting. See if we can get a couple people up in the panel. So how you doing, Susan? How you doing, Francis? Still on the look for the Lucky 7, so if anybody sees the Lucky 7 tractor in all the videos, bring it up. Put in the comments. Maybe there's another YouTuber out there that actually seen it, or a video that has the old Lucky 7 in it with the new owner. D Machine, what's going on? Val Lady, how you doing? Starting to get some people rolling in. We're just waiting on few people come up here on the panel. Yep, Ring Doorbell is actually coming out with a TV show. MGM
just announced that the show is going to be called Ring Nation. It's going to be hosted by Wanda Sykes, and it's coming out in 2 weeks. Oh, and fun footnote, Ring currently has partnerships with more than 1,800 or 1 in 10 police and sheriff departments around the U.S. Doesn't it seem a little weird that Ring cameras...
All right, so what do you guys think about the Ring cameras? Just about everybody has those. If you don't have them, what it is actually a doorbell with a little camera. You hook it up to your personal Wi-Fi in the house, and you could be able to check out who's actually at your door by looking at your phone, or sometimes maybe it'll pop up on your TV screen. But they're making a TV show where they could be able to access your personal Wi-Fi and restream the video clips that is captured by your personal Ring doorbell. What do you guys think about that? Privacy Act? Hey, Grandpa, how you doing? Welcome. Just trying to discuss a couple things. Maybe we could all talk about a few things that comes in.
Ring cameras. The same company that's owned by Amazon that makes smart doorbells and smart cameras.
Stupid audio clips. There's a couple more in here I want to pull up too, but when I find them, I'll bring it up. The link is above if anybody wants to come up. So we got a few conversations, topics that we could be able to talk about. Do you actually think we should be able to have vehicles and still be able to drive them without licenses? Or do you think that everyone should have a license? Another one is about the fuel. What is going on with the fuel? They're talking about put some fuel barrels, crude oil aside for the fuel OPEC. And they're but they're talking about probably putting us away for the war. Just waiting. Let's see, 69. Just looking at some videos here. Oh, we got Grandpa in there. Hey, Grandpa.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. I'm going to be turning my camera on shortly. I just had my shirt off a little bit for a while. We got Mr. Briggs just waiting for the camera to come in. There you go. Hello, Briggs.
What's up?
Not much. Just trying to get this set up over here. Some of the video, the audio clips I saved is not in order.
But of course.
Let's see. There we go.
How you doing, you old Bart?
He's talking to you, Lucky.
No, I must be talking to you, Grandpa. So, a couple of questions I asked. I don't know if you guys were on there. What do you think about the rise in fuel prices? I got an audio clip, which this guy here thinks was happening with that. Let me play that clip again.
Hey, James.
cents, here comes gas right again. That petroleum reserve that they're taking 1 million plus barrels away from every single day, that's for wartime, emergency purposes, not to put a Band-Aid on a shotgun wound that they created. It's only going to get worse, and that's going to get depleted sooner or later. They're just keeping it like this until the midterms pass. Then gas prices are going to skyrocket even more. They got all these people fooled. They're con artists.
Yeah. Yep.
After going down about a cool
I thought you'd like the shirt, James Best.
What's up, James? How you doing? Haven't seen you live in a while. I think I keep on missing you. So, Mr. Briggs, you brought up a conversation last time me and you were live regarding about licenses.
Yeah.
Maybe we could discuss about that a little bit more. Get other
People
people's
don't think
opinion.
the only one that needs a license is the truck driver.
If you're in and out. Do I think everybody needs a license to be able to drive? No, I don't. I think it's our freedom to be able to travel the roads as much as we want. We paid for them. Why should we? The vehicle is ours. We pay for it. As far as truckers, I don't think a valid CDL. I think it should be some type of qualifications that you should be able to pass to be able to drive a big truck. But I disagree on the license fact. I think we should be able to transport and drive anything we want as long as you have the qualifications to be able to drive a truck.
Well, that's just it, Lucky. Not everybody can find their ass with 2 fucking hands, let alone drive a vehicle. So you can't just say
That's true.
you can drive. You know, you have to know how to drive, and that's why they have the license process to ensure that you know what you're doing.
No, I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing. Like I said, there should be some type of qualifications for that. But far as just driving a regular vehicle, car, or a small pickup truck or something, you know, I don't think you need a license. You know.
Well, you have to prove somehow that you know how to operate that vehicle.
People, you know, look at the farm days back in the day. Even today, you got young kids driving farm tractors.
Well, yeah, in Wisconsin, you can drive farm vehicles at 14 years old, including a pickup truck.
But you don't need a license to be able to drive. See, that's what I'm getting at, you know?
Yeah, but see, the difference is that right to travel came out in the Constitution. Cars were even invented. When this started, states were not allowed to drive the state that walk, take a wagon, state to state to state. That's what that's for. You right.
We don't understand the fucking word you're saying.
So D Machine says you have the right to travel under the Constitution. Grace, did you see that one?
Yep.
Dean says you have a right to travel under the Constitution. There are drivers than their steering wheel jockeys.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, we could hear you. No problem. But you just happen to keep on breaking up. It must be a bad area where you're located. We can't hear him now. Muted.
How's that?
I guess that's okay.
That better?
Yeah, for now.
I'm near an airport, so I'm near an airport. That's why it's tough.
What?
Yeah. I'm near an
Got a plane. I hear a plane above you.
You probably
Grab your musket, Briggs.
the Constitution. I don't know.
All right. So James Best, he says, right to travel on a bicycle, legs but not a motor vehicle. Driving is a privilege, not a right. So what about the vehicles that's under 50 cc's, which is considered, legal in here in the state of Rhode Island, which is mopeds, or they have those bicycles with the motors on it. Now they have the electric bicycles. And electric bicycles, some of them that actually range anywhere from 45 to 65 miles an hour on these electric bicycles. So you don't need licenses for them. We got you Dizzy in there too, Mr. Briggs.
You Dizzy. I wouldn't send anything out from that clown.
Mr. Briggs has by his phone. Hello, Grandpa sent it to him. LOL.
Right, and if you stay on the sidewalks, you don't fall under the law anyways.
Not legal on the highways. Well, that depending. I don't know how you could be able to if they allow electric vehicles on a highway that actually does a speed limit, why not electric bikes?
I don't know. Then you're talking it has to have turn signals and.
Well, most of these electric bikes that I've seen that's been popping up all over the place, yes, they do have, the headlights. They do have a rear tail light and the blinkers and stuff like that. And they're regular pedal bikes with the big battery that's, where the motor would be.
Right. And I know the laws differ from state to state. No, we got Biden on a daily basis, literally poking the fucking bear.
Oh yeah. I think we're going to be at war. Yes, I think we're going to be at war by the end of this month, if not very close to that. You got China and fighting with a missile war. China and what's the other one? I can't think of the brain fart.
Russia.
North Korea.
Yeah, North Korea and China going back and forth with their missiles. Then you have Russia, Iran over there fighting back and forth. Talk about nuclear. Then you have America that's over here sticking our nose where it don't fucking belong. Should be worrying about our own country before somebody else's. Junkyard could eat.
Well, and the latest thing is Poland is asking the United States to bring nuclear weapons into Poland.
Yep.
And Russia ain't going to stand for that.
No.
I hate to see. Right now, Russia is at the urge of their fingers in that cookie jar. Inside that cookie jar is World War III. And I think he's just waiting on a good available time. Like the gas prices now, what they're saying, they're putting millions and millions of barrels away. Why are they putting it away? They're using it for emergency restock for the war.
You misunderstood that, Lucky. They're not putting it away. They're taking from it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not putting oil away for a war. We're taking oil away from what should be saved for a war. In other words, right now, if we went to war, we wouldn't have the oil to make gas and diesel for our vehicles.
Oh yeah, if they went to war, us truck drivers would be shut down. Then everyone would starve because we didn't have fuel.
Sorry about that. had to mute it.
If they were putting it away, we'd be in good shape. We've been taken away from it for the last 3 months now.
Hey, you put both those low bars in? There was one from yesterday you forgot. Those low bars ain't cheap.
Then you go and do it yourself there, Briggs.
I'm not allowed to, but I want my low bars back. I pay for them. That's my truck. I pay for everything on it. You like my $25,000 tin can? It runs.
I didn't see anybody there. You talking to yourself, Briggs.
Well, it's right there. It's right there. Right there, a freight shaker. My cheap $25,000 truck.
Hey, makes you money, right? That's all that matters. The link's up top if anybody wants to come up. I see the puppies.
What's up, Mr. Balls? What?
Put this back in the mount.
You love me.
There.
You smell my son's dogs, don't you? I love you too. Kisses. Oh, no. Boy.
Come on, Briggs. We're waiting on your responses. You were all amped up last time about the driver's license. Let's see. Gotta get Dean up here. He was talking about it as well. Dean made a 50cc bike and goes 26 miles an hour.
Dizzy, I can get anybody I want to ride with me. It's just a truck. And it's a thank you, sir.
I'll be too scared to ride with you.
Why is that? Oh. Oh, I got to put on James' best favorite thing, a James' best shirt and a yellow safety vest. Here we go. We'll make him feel right at home. Come on up, James. I got my yellow vest on just for you. I'll be right back. Got to shut the doors.
So what's going on with you, Grandpa? What'd you do today?
Oh, nothing much. Took the dogs for their walk.
Yep. Anything exciting?
No, got a little rain. Went and got my son's car.
Why? What was the matter with that?
Nothing. I'm using it for the weekend.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Got to see their puppies. His dog had 5 puppies.
Ooh.
Beautiful little things. That and they got 2 cats from my daughter-in-law's mother. 2 little kittens.
So Biden Jr. there is looking for some problems. Where
Yeah, they don't want to do a damn thing about that laptop there. They don't want to really do nothing right now because it's got an election coming up. You know what? They didn't have a problem spreading all kinds of false shit for fucking 4 years when Trump was in there, right before election.
All right. Gonna play a little news clip, see if I can get this here.
Missile crisis. Mr. Biden, Armageddon is at
Hold on.
Armageddon is at its highest level since the 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. Mr. Biden made the comments off camera at a fundraiser last night. They were in response to Russian officials talking about the possibility of using tactical nuclear weapons after suffering massive setbacks in the eight-month invasion of Ukraine. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie spoke with Rhode Island Senator Jack Reed today about the president's comments and joins us live in studio. Alex?
Well, the White House press secretary said this week no new intelligence was behind President Biden's words of warning, nor was there information that Russia was preparing to imminently use nuclear weapons. Senator Reed, who chairs the Armed Services Committee, says there is still reason, though, to be concerned about Russia's next move. While off camera at a fundraiser in New York Thursday, President Joe Biden reacted to threats from Russian President Vladimir Putin on the use of tactical nuclear weapons in Ukraine. The president said, quote, "We have not faced the prospect of Armageddon since Kennedy and the Cuban Missile Crisis," and added, "I don't think there is any such thing as the ability to easily use a tactical nuclear weapon and not end up with Armageddon." The comments from Putin come after massive setbacks on the battlefield in Ukraine, leading to speculation about what he would be willing to do to turn the course of the war that Russia started in February. Rhode Island Senator Jack Reed, chair of the Armed Services Committee, says this is a serious moment in time.
Not a border squabble between two small countries, and we'd like to help them, we could, or stabilize it. You have a nuclear power that is started an unprovoked conflict with another country.
Reed says although far from the level of urgency with the Cuban Missile Crisis, a 13-day showdown that put the U.S. on the brink of nuclear war 60 years ago, he says it is the closest the country has come to real threats in a military context.
We're in a serious confrontation, and there could be serious consequences, and we're working every day to minimize those potentials.
Today, Massachusetts Senator Ed Markey, a member of the Foreign Relations Committee, said he'd be filing several amendments to the National Defense Authorization Act in an effort to reduce the risk of nuclear Armageddon and stop the proliferation of nuclear weapons. Coming up new at 5, hear from 12 News analyst retired Lieutenant.
That's from the Channel 10 News. It's coming quicker than everybody expects.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Hands up, Grandpa.
Whew. Yowza.
All right, this is supposed to be freedom of speech. You guys bitch and complain because I don't do it. Now I do it. Now it's dead.
I'll talk as soon as I get out of this parking lot. Swing wide, buddy. It's a truck, not a friggin' sports car. Come on.
Gotta get this rock and rolling. Cause some problems.
But now, when you talk, it's like all the Demo have to worry about needing a license because, as far as that's concerned, because if we have a nuclear war, they won't be worried about checking.
Hate to see what happens if they try to pull the draft around here. Some of these kids, if they get drafted, they're going to want to bring their video games with them. way the society is today, I don't know how they would be able to fight in a war.
Because out there, at least he would. I'd have a fighting chance with him. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean because you broke out. Your reception sucks.
You're right.
No, there's no winning when it comes to a nuclear war. Oh, gotcha.
You hear somebody out there?
Yep. Luna, come on.
But did you hear Biden's speech today?
No, I was out doing errands. But that's why they got the news. You watch the news. It's all fake anyways.
Oh yeah, I mean today he said he created more jobs in his first 2 years than any other president in history.
All right. How could he create jobs? He closed every fucking thing in the state, in the country. He closed it all. Of course, when they reopen, they're going to want to hire more people. So what do you think? Of course, he's going to make himself look good and say that. But he's not saying, oh, I closed everything in the country and nobody was working. Now, all of a sudden, we reopened it. We got all these jobs back. Most of these people, they still work at home.
Well, it's like I'm sure if James Best was on, he would agree with me. They've given extra money, stimulus money to railroad workers. They've given stimulus money to people that build certain things in certain factories. They've given extra money to medical professionals. What about the great American truck driver that feeds all their scumbag asses? We ain't got shit.
Yeah, but you guys had your chance. You guys ruined it. You didn't continue with the trucking thing there.
I didn't.
Like Canada did.
I hate to tell you something, Lucky. I shut my truck down for a week and a half while that was going on.
Yeah, but you guys didn't continue with the protest.
Hey, it takes more than one.
No kidding. I understand that. But Canada, they made a big shedang. And then as soon as when it came down this way, it was like, poof. Disappeared.
I hate to say it about the United States, but the United States is a bunch of pussies anymore. It's I mean, that's why it's like when people, it's like, that's why I said that about driving without a license type thing. I mean, I understand what you're saying and that, but and there's some people that think only truck drivers should have a license. That's like bitch slapping every one of us in the face saying, oh, only you guys need the license. There's too many restrictions on damn trucks.
No, I didn't specify that truckers need a license.
No, not you, but there are some people that believe that only truck drivers should have to have a license because we're carrying cargo. And to me, that's ridiculous. But I would have to say, I'm not saying all the truck drivers out there are good. There's some truck drivers out there I wouldn't want to be in the same town that they're driving through, let alone be on the road with them. But as far as quality work, as far as quality drivers, I still say there's a lot of good truck drivers out there. There's a lot of bad truck drivers out there too. Most of them lost the concept of driving for the condition.
Junkyard says he hired a IRS agent that helped the jobs. Look at Grandpa. You can turn on the microphone and cuss,
Unfortunately, the way things work, is you got the majority of truck drivers that are very responsible and good truck drivers, but then you have a few that are fucking retarded that spoil it for everybody else.
Swift.
Oh yeah.
And I know this because every year we have 4 or 5 accidents where somebody's overloaded their fucking truck that hauls logs and goes around the corner too fast and dumps it right in the middle of the fucking road.
Well, I've driven logging trucks. You gotta, and that's a whole breed by itself. But you definitely can't overload them.
They're too top heavy.
Yeah, you almost got to come to a dead stop at a corner and turn real slow.
So, you know, you've got a couple of bad apples that make it hard for everybody else, and that's across the board with life, period.
Oh yeah. But you know, like me, if I have a headlight out, I could get shut down and put out of service for 24 hours for a blown headlight. Not, and the fine is astronomical.
Well, if I ever get a chance, I'll go film where they dumped up over a truck full of logs. The damage that they cause is unfucking real.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, junkyard, 87,000 of them. And again, Republicans are trying to get a bill which won't go through because it's a fucking Democrat-run fucking Congress and Senate that IRS wouldn't be able to audit anybody that made under $400,000. Which they shouldn't have a problem with that bill because that's who Biden said they were going to go after, the people that made a lot of money. But no, they're going to send them silly motherfuckers to lower income and middle income, and they're going to come to your door armed.
Well, that's what they're trying to do, make everybody depend on the government.
Yep.
I don't trust none of them son of a bitches.
And some of these, the biggest beef, the biggest thing is though, you know, that, but there are people who don't believe that though, Lucky. They think only truck drivers, and there's people who don't think we should need insurance. Man, I'd be afraid to drive without insurance, especially this truck.
Well, that's why the society is the way it is now. Everybody sues everybody. But back in the early times when I first started driving, you didn't need insurance. And nobody sued anybody. You got in an accident, that's it. You call it a day. The accident is an accident,
yeah, but
you know?
the thing is, I think insurance is a good thing for the simple fact is, if I hit you, for instance, with this truck, and roll it over, where am I going to come up with $100,000 or more to replace the freight that I dump?
Well, I'm talking about automobiles. You're talking about a rig.
Well, even a car. Even a car. If you hit me, if I was driving through Rhode Island and you ran a stop sign and you T-boned me,
yes,
your insurance would pay. Your insurance would pay for my medical. I could get money for they'd give me money for lost wages.
Yes, like I said, that's the way the society is these days. Everybody looks for that extra dollar, you know. But back in the day, if I remember,
I wouldn't worry about that though. All I'd want is could you come up with the money to pay me for the damage to my car and medical bills even?
All right, so we're talking about two different things. You're talking about as of today. I'm talking about, I remember back in the day when there was no insurance. That's the way the society is as of today.
I'm older than you, and I don't remember ever not having to have insurance.
things get the way they are because of bad apples.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I first got my license, if a cop pulled you over and you were drunk, he'd fucking badmouth you or kick your ass and take you home. There weren't no fucking OUI stuff.
All right.
Now it's a big fucking moneymaker for the state and for the attorneys.
Everything's about the dollar these days.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you're pulled over for drunk driving, they should chew your ass out, and you should lose your license for like a month just to teach you a lesson the first time. But you shouldn't be paying an exuberant fine.
But once again, what's stopping the people with no licenses driving? I brought up that conversation before with you. The illegals, you know, the people that do actually lose their license for drinking, driving, or other issues. What's stopping them from driving? Nothing.
Everyone loses their license for driving drunk, but it's the penalties that these exuberant fines that are ridiculous. I mean,
yes, there's
like
penalty
$4,000 or $5,000 if you're a bad boy and drink.
Yeah, but that's not going to stop them from driving, though. There's no way for anybody to stop somebody from driving if they wanted to drive.
No,
that's true. When I moved to California, I had a 1973 Dodge Challenger parked right out in front of the place I was staying at, and heard a big crash and went out there, and someone had smashed right into the front end and destroyed the front end, and the police came, and it was illegal. They didn't have a driver's license, no insurance, and nothing.
You know, the state could be able to fine you all they want. They could take your license, but yet what's stopping that person from actually driving?
Oh, no.
To be able to solve that problem, what they would have to do is, if you have a vehicle registered in your name, we'll just say if you get DWI, that vehicle should be, which it should be impounded. It should, you know, the police department should not release that until after the courts are done. You know, in other words, if your license is suspended, they should impound that vehicle until your license is properly renewed.
No, that would go overboard. You should be able to take your car home, put it in the garage, and turn in your license plates, but not turn your car at 20. I mean, say you got a penalty of, say you lost your license for 6 months. Do the math. Even what they're gonna do? Hold it for free? They're gonna charge you $25 a day or more to store your vehicle. You would not. You could. You wouldn't be able to afford to get your own vehicle back.
If I'm not mistaken, whenever they do tow a vehicle, they do take the plates off.
They don't do it.
Excuse me.
No, what you're saying, Lucky, they have a way right now that they could do that. All they have to do is put in the car the same thing that they put in this. You have to know the code, or you have to use your thumbprint.
Get it closer, Grandpa.
What's that?
I don't know. You're showing something on your phone. We couldn't see it.
No, I'm just saying this phone here.
Oh yeah. Okay, all right. I got you.
I have to do a thumbprint or put a code in to be able to operate this. They could do the same thing with the vehicle.
Yep.
In fact, I know quite a few people here that have those machines that they have to blow into before they can start the vehicle.
Yeah, a buddy of mine that where I pick up and every day. He got DWI. He's got one of those machines. He can't even drive his car after he has cough syrup, he says.
Yeah, but I've also seen those people get right shit-faced at the bar and have somebody else go and blow into that tube.
They got a camera on them now, up in my area. It actually takes a picture of who's doing it. So, I mean, it don't matter who uses the car. They got to blow into it. So if you got in my car, for instance, or his car, I should say, because I don't have a DWI, and drove that and then got out and let him drive it, and he got in an accident, you both could be in big doo-doo.
Fish Guy Ranch.
Hey, Tyler.
Tyler said he's not home.
Well, I don't give a
Look,
fuck
everyone
what
go
he
over to
does,
Tyler's
Tyler.
house and go eat dinner.
Yeah, fish,
That's right.
fresh.
Fresh fish.
No, I mean they go overboard to and go to extremes when they're going to fix problems.
Oh, I agree.
It's all they've always done. They always want to play catch up, you know. Now I got some things for my son, Miss Olive's Creole style chicken.
Never heard of it.
Me neither. I got 4 of them. I think they're in a pouch. Whatever, yeah. You take this here and you submerge it in water, hot water.
Oh wow. So I've been doing those beach cam videos, and I guess people are liking them because the very last one I did is from Narragansett. And I got 100
They
views
look like
on that
snow.
one.
They look like snow almost.
Very surprised though. So I'm thinking about maybe doing 1 or 2 of those during the week and still continue with the live, for Friday nights,
What about picking other? Can you pick another area? Like there's a webcam in my area even.
Well, it depends on the rules and regulations on the webcams. Like the one I have in Narragansett, that's a free public webcam. If it's privately owned, you would have to get the okay from that to be able to restream it. Like my buddy up in Florida, he gave me the okay. That was his surf cam, and he said it would be fine. And but as far as like local over here, I think there's like 8 or 9 public webcams that I could be able to get on, which is like the interstate of 95, downtown Providence, a couple beaches. So I'll probably do a couple of them. Right now, there's one webcam I tried to get on, but because there's construction work on a bridge on Route 6, they disabled it. But hopefully by the end of this weekend, because that's when they're supposed to be moving a bridge.
Oh, that sounds
I was
cool.
kind of hoping to watch that, but it'd be pretty cool to see if I could get to that one. Watch them build a bridge,
Oh yeah.
They built the bridge
this time of day.
Yeah, they built the bridge on the side of the highway. Then they have these 2 or 3 big cranes that actually pick up the brand new bridge and place it where the old one was. And they do that all in one weekend. On a Friday night, they just, destroy the old bridge. Saturday, they'll fix the foundations area. And then Sunday, they'll put the brand new bridge on top.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool how they do it here.
I like what one guy said though about this impending nuclear thing that they're being threatened with. I think it's all. Some guy thinks it's all a game to make everybody gets fearful to try and push electric cars even more. He might be right.
Well, I'm hoping in under 30 days here we get most of them silly motherfuckers out of office.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish it was 2024.
Well, if we take the Senate and the House back, Biden will be well, he already is, as far as I'm concerned, a lame duck. I don't know that news broadcast though. I don't agree with news broadcasters or anybody referring to him as Mr. Biden. Do I think he's an idiot? Yes, I do, but he's still the president of the United States.
Oh, I agree.
And that's how you address him. He is President Biden, whether you like him or not.
Oh yeah, hey, just like my governor, Governor Hochul. I call her Governor Governor Idiot, but she's still the governor. She's doing whatever. All these governors like her are doing everything they can to stop Second Amendment rights.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'll give you a good example. My uncle, you would love my uncle. The one I call Grizzly Bear, the one where where Mr. Briggs was hunting, kept him company for a month or two because Briggs always went up there hunting with him. But anyways, he made a comment that really irks him. He says he's got a concealed carry permit, okay? And by the laws of this state, he can't legally, when he drives down the road past a public school that's in session, even though he's not going in the parking lot, he's going past the school. If a cop, because you can't have a gun in your possession within I think 300 feet of a school, okay? The people that live right next door to the house and across the street that's 50 feet wide are technically breaking the law. Now, ain't that a scary thought? If you drive down the road, and he said, I could drive down the road, have a taillight. If I drove down past that school and a cop went to pull me over, I would probably run so I was past the school. So he couldn't give me a ticket because theoretically I'd be breaking federal firearms law, according to the state anyways, for driving past the school with a gun.
Well, you know, that background check that they do is through the federal government, and those 87,000 IRS agents are going to have access to that. So do you think coming to your door armed, knowing that you're armed, you think they're going to be friendly?
Exactly.
Hey, Demo Don.
So, Demo.
I mean, exactly. That's why they're arming them, because they know there's enough people. And I personally, and you know something, it's like if I know if I heard a guy on YouTube they interviewed him, a local guy around here on TV. Now he wanted a new pickup truck, and he figured out the monthly payments. He went to the dealer and told him to order the truck he wanted. I think it was a Ford Platinum or something. It was like 90 grand, whatever. And he asked him, how much would it be if he bought it cash? Cash? I think they said like $71,000, something like that. They said, and they asked him why. And he said, just curious, and what would the monthly pay? The monthly payment was like $900 a month for like 6-7 years. Well, he added up the money. If he had bought that truck on a loan at $900 some a month, it would cost him over $100 grand for that truck with the interest. So he went and saved all the money up for 5 or 6 years, and it took him less money to save the money, and he paid cash for it. So he got audited by the IRS. When he was audited by the IRS, he proved where he took that money out of a bank account every week and put it in a separate checking account, not a savings account, a separate checking account. They had the dealer turned him in because he paid over $10,000 cash. Did you know when the IRS agent said he was trying to defraud the government because he didn't put that money into a savings account to pay interest and make interest? And he said, I didn't want to pay interest. I didn't want to pay taxes. That's why. But they actually came out and said he owed $9,000 because he paid cash for a vehicle trying to defraud the government.
Now this webcam we're watching is Newport, Rhode Island. It's right up at the docks at Newport.
Hey,
That's
those
cool.
are boats.
Now this one here, you could actually see the boats come in and out. These are probably people that's eating at the restaurants on the dock.
Yeah, there's restaurants like that on the coast of Maine.
At the
Too.
restaurants on the dock. Yep. So, like I said, we got quite a few webcams that you could be able to do like this all the time.
There you go,
Free
Lucky.
webcams,
You ought to
know?
buy a houseboat.
Buy a houseboat. I can't even fucking afford. Never mind a tent. You know. Never mind a houseboat.
I didn't say right this second. I mean, that's something you can work towards, a houseboat. You could live on a houseboat.
Hey, don't be surprised if you wake up in the middle of the night, you hear somebody sleeping in the back of your truck there, because that could be me sometime.
Oh, what? You're gonna come to my house, crawl into my semi truck?
Yep, I'll go to sleep in the back.
You wouldn't have to. I don't take the trailer home, Lucky. I take just the truck home.
That's fine.
You'd sleep in the bunk, huh?
Yep.
What? Oh, you bring. What about Punky?
Funky?
Yeah.
She could stay here.
Stay in Rhode Island?
Yeah, Brenda will watch her.
Well, you can bring her here. You guys get that. Stay. Yeah. Your address could be mobile.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got bunk heater.
oh my.
I wish you could zoom into the dock. You can't do that. There's other cams. I gotta look, see what's there available.
Well, that's just it, Laura. That's why they're arming them. They know exactly what they're doing.
So could you see the page I'm on? These are all webcams here.
Really? You couldn't find a webcam in like a national park, like Old Faithful or Yellowstone, or
Oh yeah, you could
because that'd be cool too.
pull up this one here. This is Michigan.
That's in downtown Bangor.
Watch this one for a little while. Probably get to see some trains come by. See how they put the little advertisement on the side right there? That's the people that actually own the camera, but yet is set up as public.
Oh, okay. I'll take your word for it. I can't see nothing. I'm hammering down. Yeah, I think eventually you're gonna see so many people. They'll be all living in tents.
That would be pretty cool if a train did come by. Oh, check it out. To the right-hand side of the camera, they showed down the tracks. They'll show the train actually coming.
That's a good idea, Bucky. I should see if they got ones like that here in Maine.
Yep. And just set it back like I've been doing. And trust me, you get people in there, they come in, they check it out for a little while, they disappear. But the last one I did was at the beach, and it was like 100 views. And then I did them with the hurricane there, and I got one that was over 10,000 hits on it.
Now, did that play all night long?
The 100?
No, the cam. Was you live feeding all night long? Because I know when I was in there after you left, it looked like it was buffering.
I think it was around 1 to 2 o'clock. I turned it off.
Yeah, I see. I watched it for quite a while until I fell asleep.
Don't look like a train's coming. Hey, that looked like my car that just by.
Well, you said that's in Michigan?
Let me close this down.
No, it said downtown something on the top. Downtown Bangor, Michigan, or Bangor, Maine.
I did go Michigan. Hold on. Let me go back. I gotta go back where it originally stopped. Oh, it doesn't give it. It just goes to some more webcams. Yeah, it's set up as random webcams. That's the reason why.
Good. So as long as they're a public broadcasting webcam, it's okay to share them?
Yep. As long as it's up there, it's like all these here. It's a Lighthouse Cam, South Haven, Michigan. See how it comes up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And this one's for 360.
That's cool.
There's one in my town called look up Elmira, New York. Look up WTM News has a webcam. Shows the whole city of Elmira.
But it's not a public. That's actually owned by another news broadcast system. You have to look
public.
at webcams.
No, it's listed online, and people broadcast it on Facebook all the time.
Yeah, Laura said that was Bangor, Maine.
Now let's see if I can get over here. Might be able to see if I can move this. See it? Check it out.
Yeah.
I'm moving the camera.
Yeah, it's a 360.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I might have to check that out because I'm pretty sure they got one in Portland.
My buddy's surf shop, when he was on there, he let me do it. I guess he had the 360. I couldn't move it, but he said that he was going to move it for me, and he did. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, 360 is cool. Yeah, maybe they have a Lighthouse webcam here in Maine.
I don't know if there's sound on this, though. I'm going to see if there's sound. Wait a minute. I hear waves. Do you guys hear it?
A little bit.
Yeah. So that would be Lake Michigan.
Let's see what else they have here.
Now, are you on StreamYard looking at that?
No, just Google. It's Webcam Taxi. That's what it's called, Grandpa. Live virtual travel.
If you went to
if you're looking
Mooresville, if you went to Mooresville, Illinois, and looked at their webcam, you probably see James Best's screaming chicken truck.
Grandpa, right there, Webcam Taxi. See it? Live universal virtual travel. Countries, maps, all cams, rolling cams. I wonder what rolling cams are.
Probably continuously running.
We got this one looks nice. Oh, this one's even better.
I just got a message over across my e-log here. It says, stop harassing the customers and demanding the low bars back. How would you respond to that when they're my low bars?
This is in Taiwan.
I wonder if you could find a webcam for Ukraine.
Nah, I'm sure they got all that stuff.
You never know.
Looks like there's a couple surfers out there. Surfers. Tongue twister.
Oh, look. There's Jaws.
Let's see what else there is there. All cams. Let's go back to all cams.
I love that movie when it came out.
Animals.
Damn, people, the speed limit's 55, not 75. Holy crap.
Wow, there's a lot on here. Seaboat Island Harbor.
I hate two-lane blacktops. With a concrete barrier.
This one is a LAX Airport, USA. Planes.
Los Angeles.
Yeah. This video is not up. All right, so we can't do that one. Must be security reasons. But the cats. Let's see some kitty cats.
Yeah, they have.
Yep.
They're already broadcasting it on YouTube. They got one in Portland, Maine, one in Kennebunkport, one in Rockport. York Harbor.
Didn't you join James Best's channel there, Grandpa, on paid membership?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because I could have swore you did. Because if you did, he owes you a T-shirt because he was giving them away when people ordered one. Joined his membership.
What's up, Nate? How you doing, brother? Go Cots Up Going Fishing. You guys can check that channel out. Why was Joe running from Marine One? Stolen passenger. Let's see. Cats are lazy. They ain't doing nothing.
That's a cat.
Try to find one that's kind of one with the beaches, the bird.
See, my question would be though, Lucky, is if the ones that you're showing there, look to see if they're broadcasting on YouTube.
I'm not exactly sure because hold on, I'm going to show you. Most likely they are. Let me get to the top of the page here.
That video you made last year of the snowstorm, that was good. That I watched that. That was badass. How much snow you got?
Yep. I did see something interesting. I did see something with StreamYard, Grandpa, though. Maybe it'll pop up right there. StreamYard, see it? So it's possible it has something to do with StreamYard that offers these. Let's go back to Delaware. Let's go to countries.
It's amazing what you can get.
All right, we have over here. Let's go to here's a webcam that's available in Maine through this one here. Bird feeders, hotels and resorts, trains. They even got a Dunkin' Donuts over here. I can see across the street from it.
Of course.
Scarborough Beach in Maine.
Right.
Elfworth, Noble Lighthouse Cam, Duck Island Cam, Bar Harbor Cam, Seabrook Lake Cam.
Way to go, Nate.
This is StreamYard. Woohoo! Awesome. Thank you, Nate.
What do you do? Give you a super sticker?
Yeah, stupid sticker. What's close to you there, Grandpa?
What's that?
What is close to you? I'm looking. Let's see. Well, I'm not saying
Bangor, Bangor, Augusta.
Okay, yeah. Hold on. They got Noble Lighthouse Camp, Ellsworth, Scarborough Beach, Seabeck Lake Cam, Bar Harbor Grill, Maine, Duck Island Cam, Higgins Beach Cam, Portland Headlight Cam. Portland, I think, will be like probably the closest one so far. Greenville Airport Cam.
Yeah, I don't know where the Greenville is.
Stage Neck End Cam. Cape Purpose, Maine.
No.
Greenville Railroad Depot. Moosehead Lake Cam. I think that one right here. What did I...
See, the reason I asked is you go on that web taxi and it says you can view. It doesn't say anything that you're allowed to broadcast it.
Well, I didn't really read into this one, but I know if it's a public webcam, what they're online now, if it's privately owned, let's see if hold on, let me go to.
Right. Well, that's why I asked you if it was being broadcast on YouTube. If they're broadcasting it on YouTube, someone has the rights to that channel.
Well, I don't think they would be broadcasting on YouTube, Grandpa, because if you type in the name Stage Neck in Cam, type in that Stage Neck in Cam on YouTube. See if that comes up.
What's that?
What's up, Dean?
Stage what?
Howdy, guys.
Hold on, let me.
Hey, there's a whole bunch of Ukraine cams on YouTube live.
Stage Neck in Cam. So the top right hand corner that I got the cursor on.
Fuck us all. Mud diggers. Fuck the human race.
We're all gonna die. We're taking heavy fire. Mud digger. Bend over and kiss your ass.
What does he say, Will, right? To be an asshole, yep.
Hey,
Now.
you sure those are videos of Ukraine, Dean, or not your backyard where you ride your
No, you just go on YouTube and type in Ukraine live cam. There's a whole bunch. You'll be amazed what you'll see on YouTube, man.
The video, it's top left hand corner, Stage Neck in. Just type that into YouTube. See if they have a video that comes up. Mud Digger, what's up?
All kinds of them.
Top right corner. Oh. Steggenectin.com. 2022 10/7.
Hey, Mud
They have-
Digger.
They have a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
On YouTube, yeah.
All right.
There's an actual Stage Neck in York Harbor.
That's exactly. So I'm trying to explain to you. See top left hand corner. See where it says the rights to it, Stage Neck in.
Yeah.
All right, that means they own. That's not a public webcam. They own the rights to that video. Now let me show you. All right, now let me show you what I was talking about by a public webcam.
They got some spiders there, don't they? That's a lot of spider webs.
not as many as in Mr. Biden, President Biden's head.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so see that one right there?
There are some old ones.
See how there's no name on that webcam?
Right.
That's a public webcam. So as long as it does not have a name on the cam itself, it's a public webcam.
Every Friday. Water. It's rising.
Run for
it. We are approaching historic times. Are you going to get on the ark? Or are you going to laugh at it when it floats by?
Yeah, I see what you're showing here, Lucky. And it's right on YouTube. Higgins Beach webcam. Same exact thing that you're showing, and it is a channel.
Right. But what I'm saying is it's not advertised on the camera itself. There's no name on the camera.
Yeah, so somebody's got YouTube channel.
You could be able to screen this one. because it does not have their name on the camera itself.
Free country. Nate.
It's like
fishing.
what the trademark. You know, you follow what I'm saying with the trademark?
Oh, I'm following what you're saying.
Okay.
But, you know, it doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're broadcasting from the same thing that someone else is broadcasting from.
Yeah.
That's why it's called a public camera, though.
Yeah,
anybody could record anything from anything public. But if it has a trademark on the name, like on the camera itself with the company name, then it's different.
Well, you and I probably go round and round about this because it's not public if someone has it on the YouTube. It's their channel. It's not public.
Huh.
According to YouTube, if you're going to restream something, a public webcam, it cannot have a legal trademark company name. So this camera here that we're viewing does not have that trademark as a company name.
Yeah.
By the way you're saying it is anybody that's on YouTube, if I want to rebroadcast what they're doing, if they don't have a logo on there, I can do it.
On a public cam like this, that's not viewing into somebody's house or chats like how we are having here.
Yeah.
See, that's where we're different. It's not a public webcam. It's somebody's channel on YouTube. It's not public. It's a private channel.
Too Tall Rob.
What's up, Too Tall?
And he's live. Holy crap, he's got a lot to say. Copy and paste.
Reminds me of that war movie, Too Tall. Remember that guy? His name was Too Tall. Can't think of the name of the movie.
We were soldiers.
Yep, we were soldiers. Yep.
One of my favorite movies because both Sam Elliott and Mel Gibson's characters were from my old unit.
That's cool.
Now I'm gonna,
So this is Too Tall says copyright or license. Go to the source. Look at the description. You'll find your answer. So this website this camera that I'm looking at, right? We all are looking at. If I go back now, like you said, this channel here is broadcast on Mr. Briggs, broadcast on YouTube. Mr. Briggs, wait for your camera to come up. So if I go down to here, all right, webcam taxi. That's a different source of broadcast. That's something like a YouTube. And if you see on the right side, they have how many, just every state that has those cameras. So if that camera is
that webcam taxi is probably paying to have rights to show them.
Well, according to YouTube, the stats they have on there, like this one here.
We'll have a beer, a bowl. Smoke them if you got them.
According to YouTube,
424
if it has a name, top left-hand corner or wherever it is, that's You can't restream that. Mr. Briggs, you're still in a bad area.
It's 420 in Bermuda.
And I understand that, Lucky. But
Right.
the point I'm trying to make is, by the way you're saying it, if it doesn't have your logo in the top left-hand corner, then I can restream your broadcasts.
Yes, you can. Because it's a public thing. Yes, you can. I don't have the rights to that camera. It's a public webcam. If I have a webcam like mine right here, well,
I'm talking about any of your broadcasts.
no, that is completely different, Grandpa. It's not a public webcam.
Yeah.
Any of my broadcasts is not a public webcam.
Yeah, so like if he's
own the
viewing
rights to that.
and we're talking, it's now kind of
You're
his.
missing my whole point.
Then I'm misunderstanding what you're trying to get at.
If someone is streaming that from a channel, which that is Higgins Beach.
Yeah, but how do you know?
Private.
How do you know they're not getting it from the public webcam as well? Just like Too Tall says, go to that guy's channel. Does it look in the descriptions? Look at the descriptions in there.
Yeah.
YouTube specifies stating any public webcam that is available for over internet access is considered not private. If it is company owned, you have to have a logo on it. Then therefore the people that wants to restream it, you have to get their okay and the rights to be able to restream it. It's not privately owned. I mean, it's not a public, it might be a public webcam, but yet you have your company logo or name that's advertising, that's you have the rights for that webcam. But if it's a webcam that does not have a company name or logo, that means anybody could restream it.
Well,
so look at that guy's webpage that you say he's streaming that video.
It says Higgins Beach videos by Elisa somebody and Steve somebody, HigginsBeachProperties.com and the Higgins Beach webcam.
Right. He's just specifying where that webcam is coming from. He's not specifying that it's actually his webcam. Mr. Briggs, I still don't see a picture.
I'll be back.
Okay. If anybody wants to come up on a panel, feel free to hit that link above. It's pinned up top. I believe it's highlighted in blue. Could have you been your uncle too tall. Still no camera there, Briggs. I got you.
That was fun.
What do you do? Drop the goose?
Yep. No, I just driving through the mountains of Pennsylvania.
Oh.
I'm near Biden's hometown of Scranton, Pennsylvania. You know, where they're supposed to. I'm almost near President Biden Expressway. Should I flip them off for everybody on the panel?
No, I just pull the rig over and take a shit on the fucking highway.
It's got a 10-ton limit. I can't do that, or I would.
Dean has his chainsaw ready for Halloween.
Rob, that Sergeant Major and we were soldiers could have been my Sergeant Major that I had when I was at Fort Bragg. Did the same thing.
At the Halloween store up here, they're selling President Biden mask, so you can dress up as President Biden. And when you buy the mask, you just got to sign a waiver in case anything happens to you.
I'm waiting for Too Tall. There you go. Welcome.
What up?
Holy
How
crap!
you
Now
doing?
that's a beard.
How you doing, Too Tall?
Well, let me get my volume turned up here. There we go. Now I can hear you. Yeah. Now your channel we're on, is this the monetized channel?
Yeah, it's monetized with this freedom of fucking speech. We say whatever we fucking want. How's that?
Well, no, I just if you got monetized content, you give a shit. You know, just my experience from YouTube, and I would open the second channel and do your live panels and bullshit around there. That way, if you catch a strike, you ain't down on your good channel. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
What are you,
one. Not
what are you
number
drinking?
one.
What are you drinking there, Rob?
And don't worry about what I'm drinking, but number one. Is,
Well, first
is
of all, I
I'm
wasn't
trying to
worried
learn
about
you
it.
something.
It's just a question.
Well, I'm trying to learn you something here.
Well,
Number
I
one,
asked you a
get
question.
your
That's all
backup
I did.
channel for your live bullshit. Number two, copy and paste fair use disclaimer on your description of every live stream you do that you're going to be doing other videos. Also mark that broadcast as entertainment or education. Gives you rights and ways of using fair use. Fair use comes into use as licensed or copyrighted material, where you can use parts of that material and go, oh yeah, look at that girl, you know, I'm a girl filming the hurricane stuff, NBC News or some shit. And you pause there every minute and talk about how pretty the dress is, or, you know, there's a couple of videos of how to fair use and bullshit with YouTube workshops. But when you go to a page that has video you want to play, you know, like NBC News or whatever, you know, Facebook, look to see for a copyright or a license to in the description. Some licensees will allow fair use. However, if there's monetization, they will get their piece of the pie.
Right, exactly. I've been doing the YouTube for about 10 years now. Very familiar with that. I read all the rules and regulations on the fair reuse. And they specified on that as long as it's a public webcam, you could be able to restream. As
What is the public webcam?
Public webcam would be a public webcam.
Webcam would be a webcam that is paid for and such by the public, like your government.
Exactly.
Webcam.
Right. This is the reason why, if it's owned webcam,
if it's owned by a government agency,
it has their advertised logo on it. So if you go to,
I don't know about having logos on and all that shit, but You'll know the source.
So if you go to your local, say, channel, I got channel 10 here, ABC, NBC, all that. You go to their webpage and you type in webcams, they're going to come up with webcams, which is owned by the public, but yet they have their logo that's on there. We'll just say like NBC Channel 10 News, and then they'll advertise a little bit. That webcam is considered public, but yet they're restreaming with their logo. So I can't restream from that logo, from that website. I have to restream from the Rhode Island DOT website where it's just a webcam. You could restream it as long as it's not has a company logo on it.
Well, even then you can, I mean, if it's licensed and copyrighted, if you do it properly with the fair use interruptions and this, that, and the third, you can do about whatever you want. But there's one video out there. It's on YouTube. Cop chases suspects and poops in public. That's where a cop is chasing a guy down the neighborhood and he runs around in a vacant field and the cop stops for a pause in the middle of the field, not even up near a bush, drops his britches, drops a deuce, takes his sock off, wipes his bum, folds his sock up, puts it in his pocket, puts on his shoe and back to his car like he's going to go back to the office and get a bran muffin. But anyway, I played that video. I didn't get struck for fair use. I got struck for inappropriate content. Now I played the video. The video has been up on YouTube 6 months before I ever replayed it. I played it and boom, bang, zing, zing. I'm gone for 6 fucking months. And guess what? That video's still there. You can still find it on YouTube.
I've actually hosted freedom of speech.
Just remember, in all else situations, YouTube going to do what the fuck ever they, And believe me, sometimes it'll be 2-3 months before you even hear back on your appeal.
Well, like I said, I've hosted freedom of speech during the Trump rallies, and I also hosted a lot of Trump rallies, posted a whole bunch of videos and stuff like that. And I never got not one strike or violation or anything through YouTube with any of those videos. And the freedom of speech that I do post, I never got anything wrong on it. So,
YouTube. I'm new to your channel. I'm not familiar how long you've been around. I'm not an expert on YouTube. I'm just sharing some of the wisdoms I've learned. And,
nobody is. It's like a computer. They change every friggin' day.
But usually, if you're playing a music video or whatever video on YouTube, go to the description of that video and scroll down. You'll see license and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Now you got to know what licensees. I mean, some of them they'll just fucking block your stream for a minute and then you'll come back on in like a minute and a half or something.
It's like at the very beginning of my freedom of speech, I played a national anthem, and I had to purchase the rights to be able to play that national anthem over YouTube.
I know this lady, she's sang at the Kansas City Royals several times. She has that video up. And I think if you just look up Cassie Joy and play that, when she's singing at Kansas City Royals, you can just play that for your national anthem if you all. It's called fair use, bitches.
Yeah.
But then again, it's YouTube, man. They're going to do what they want.
Corporate. They usually do.
Now, see, just like my webcam, I'm live right now with my critter cam. If you want to go off and play it, you can play it. It's up to me to, fuck motherfucker, man. I'll fuck you. Boom, I can strike you after you done played the shit 7 days ago.
Yep.
7 months ago.
So how long did it take you to get those raccoons there, though?
I think they were probably here before I come along. I just started putting shit out there to feed the birds. I was just kind of watching the police run the stop sign. And then the birds started coming along, so I started throwing shit out for the birds. And then I got the birds and the raccoons and the squirrels. But I'm having hopes and dreams of a Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
That'd be cool. Or maybe, hey,
I was watching.
I might have some leftover apple fritter out there. Maybe a cop will run the stop sign and stop and steal some apple fritter.
Yep. I was watching the last video you posted with the two raccoons. They were really getting at it for a little while, fighting over the food. You could actually hear it.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, pretty
Rob,
crazy.
you ever watch that guy in New Brunswick there, the Raccoon Whisperer?
No, I haven't come across him. I know one guy, Robert Bonner. He's probably got about 50 or 60 raccoons. He throws out a bag of dog food every night. Fucking ain't nothing blinky eyeballs all over his fucking driveway all night long.
This guy feeds him by hand hot dogs from his porch.
Yeah, I think that's about the dumbest thing man ever did was try to feed an animal by hand. You know, you're just asking to get bit. Yeah.
Yeah, they are cute little critters, but they can be vicious.
Yeah, you fuck, my dog can be vicious. Fuck, I was there trying to take a bite of biscuit. That dog took a bite out of my hand before I even had my lips on it. Like a second later, she could have had a nose or a lip, you know, like snap. Yeah, I just got home from shopping, went to town, paid my water bill, went to town, got some tobacco and groceries, hit the thrift store. Got a couple of good things there.
Yeah.
Got a tripod. I got a brand new tripod for $5.
Oh, nice. Seems like every time I buy a tripod, it ends up breaking.
Well, you know, they're not hockey club, or they're not a hockey club. They're a tripod.
Yeah, that gets tossed around a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, think about it, you know. Now, I've also found that if you put a screw, what is that, a quarter-inch screw or whatever, you put that screw on the end of a stick, like my walking stick, you got a good monopod.
Yep.
That's something I've always thought about doing. But hey, anybody looking for an 84 Chevy truck, 80,000 miles, new clutch, Kevlar tires, 4-wheel drive?
Nice. How much for that one?
With the fifth wheel camping trailer, 18-foot camping trailer, $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it needs some repairs and some mechanicals. As far as the truck, change the fuel sending unit in the tank. Do a minor tune-up and change all the fluids, bleed the brakes. You ought to be good to go to pull that fucking trailer on down the road. Put some tires on it if you're going far. You know, a little remodel on the trailer. Fuck, you be banging. Have your little YouTube studio in your backyard. Take it down to the lake or what the fuck ever. It's too short for me. My shoulder hits the roof in that camper, so it's too fucking short for me. But it was good for a minute.
Then you could make a toy trailer out of it.
Yeah, toy hauler. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Pull it out. Yeah. Cut the back.
I got a welding shop offering me $300 for the frame. He told me to scrap off he said, scrap everything out of the fucking trailer. All I want is the frame. So I'll give you $300. It's like, the price is $500, motherfucker. You know, but then I had.
It's going to cost you more than $300 to get rid of the material.
I had it. Well, I mean, camper, hey, you know, air conditioning, refrigerator, little apartment refrigerator in there. It's got one of them electric hot water heaters on demand, motherfuckers.
Wow. One way to scrap a trailer quick, you just go underneath a low bridge really fast.
Well, I just fucking, smack
that trailer underneath the low bridge. Mm-hmm. Open up like a tin can, everything else will fall on the streets and Insurance will pay for the trailer, and you sell the freight for $300 after.
Hey, I don't need those ideas. Oh, and thanks to my free speech, I expressed some concerns to the Topeka VA caseworker I was dealing with. And I expressed my concerns for the VA, and I might have said something about a man named Tim McVeigh, and it would just be crazy to think that some fucking veteran get pissed off and do a Tim McVeigh at your facilities.
Oh, geez.
But yeah, I mean, if you got stupid goofs out here fucking with veterans that are in crisis, I'm sure the day's going to come soon. And I'm serious, man. I have seen some fucked up shit at this Topeka VA. And I made a comment that I have a concern that one day, I know a couple of people been working there for years. I'd hate to see them be there that day. But I told somebody my concern, and next thing you know, I'm on the Homeland Terrible list.
The Homeland Terrible list.
Well, thank you for serving, Rob.
Yeah.
I didn't serve that much, but, my ass went on the dotted line,
You served.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep, there always could have been that time that he could have. Goodbye. You never know.
Well,
you were there.
I spent a year and a half of my time in a military hospital on my back. It could have been my time, but they fucked me out of my fucking. Hey, how about Brandon, man? Fucking gonna free the weed, man. If you've been possessing weed and you've been found guilty, but if you got the paraphernalia charges and the attempted sales and shit, you're fucked.
Not really, because they released all
of it.
Hey, can you play all Brandon songs? You ever heard the Let's Go Brandon songs? It's hilarious.
Are you familiar with Eric Brandt?
Oh, me?
All of you.
No. Nope. Name doesn't sound familiar.
You're sitting there talking about First Amendment, and you don't know the name Eric Brandt. He's the internet. Eric is the internet famous happy fuck the bad cops guy.
Well, that's the reason why I don't.
There you go.
I really don't get it.
There's Eric's button. Fuck cops. But anyway, Eric.
He's an internet celebrity. So probably from YouTube or something. There's so many people out there. If it was public or something.
Okay, Eric stayed in Denver, and he advocated for the homeless and First Amendment and all kinds of shit. And he was notorious for seeing a cop fucking with somebody, fuck the police, arrested 200 times, released 200 times, this, that, and the third 200 times. Couple of cases against the city and got paid. Well, Eric was expressing his thoughts and prayers in regards to a Denver judge one day. One video, he expressed his thoughts and prayers. Now, it was some shocking, terrible stuff. I mean, you might not want your kids to have heard his thoughts and prayers, but 3 Denver judges, they felt threatened by Eric's thoughts and prayers. Not so much for Eric's thoughts and prayers, but the potential for Eric's friends to be terrible.
Oh,
Eric was looking at 90 fucking years for thoughts and prayers expressed on a YouTube video.
Wow.
Yeah. Now see, you have publication privileges, you have freedom of speech, you have freedom of religion, and this man was merely redressing his government in a thought and prayer on a video for YouTube.
Got freedom of travel.
Yeah, he got a freedom of travel. He pled guilty for 12 years instead of taking to trial for 90.
Jesus.
So hashtag free Eric Brandt. Throw that in with your freedom of speech. At least that's one thing Eric's done. He's got a couple of cases that have made rulings and this, that, and stuff in regards to us watching the police and filming them and stuff.
There's a lot of people out there that does that, cop watch and all that.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man. Good
Well,
stuff.
I mean, it's kind of hard for a cop to do the dirty when there's a fucking camera up your ass, ain't it? You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. I think every kid by the time they're 7 years old, they would know three things: not talk to the police, how to say film the police, and how to fucking turn on a camera and record the police. And then, get your alphabet, your mathematics and science and other things. But that's three things I think every kid in this day and age ought to know. Yeah. Speaking of gotta, I need more coffee. Be right back.
Okie dokie.
Gotta get refreshed, a little cold. Well, we're gonna have to dump a little out, eat some hot stuff. I like hot coffee too. There you go. There's a background.
Yeah, huh?
Hey, we got one that says Democrats for Trump. Cool.
That's my old setup I had when I was doing the rallies.
Yeah. I see good things, bad things, good things, bad things, with everything going on. Putin's good, Putin's bad. Zelensky's a freaking homo in high heels. That's all there is to it. Fuck Ukraine. What is it? The center hub of child trafficking and money laundering and you name it. Satan's last stronghold. Putin says family. Heck with your... You know what? I can't say that word anymore, otherwise they will get struck. It's crazy. You got free speech to a certain point. If you're talking code, you're good to go.
Free speech all the way. But then again, some of your free speech cannot be slanderous, libel, or threatening.
Oh. What about jokes, man? Or hurting feelings? The feelings say, man, it's like, fuck that.
Jokes.
Words, though, if you think about it, they're just words. I can say, I can see you shouldn't say threatening things anyways,
So, Too Tall, I pulled up this picture to show you the tripod. See the tripod right there? See that handle right there? The handle, the tripod, where you could spin it like sideways and up and down. I lost that one. It broke off. That was my last tripod I purchased, and I still have it. It's just I can't find that friggin' handle, so I gotta hold it and turn it around.
I either break them or lose them. One time I took one on an ATV ride and I set it up and I took the camera off, but I never really put the tripod away.
The last I had that one, and I had another one that was I used for the mud mower, and buddy of mine, Bruce, he was holding it and he slipped on the ice and it broke. There you go, Mr. Briggs.
Now we'll see if it stays on. I'm near Biden's hometown, past his hometown.
Pennsylvania? Is he spoken?
Right.
He was from Pennsylvania, right?
50-inch.
Yeah.
Yep. There you go.
Brand new in the box at the thrift store.
That's nice.
$5?
$5.
Now, why are you at the dress store?
To get good deals like that. You never know what you're going to see in there.
I don't know. When you see a man at a dress store, you got to wonder.
Yeah, it looks nice, man. $5 for that.
Nice tripod.
Dude, I want one too.
Looks heavy duty too.
Oh, I've got heavy duty tripod. I've got tripods over there. I got all kinds of good stuff in there. Where is?
No.
Oh, there's my tripod. There's 3 or 4 tripods down in there. Move diamond. There's 3 or 4 tripods there.
Holy shit! You can have
Nice.
a whole.
Hey, it is
No,
for
I
me.
got a bunch of good stuff. Look at it. You want to play ball? Give me that ball. Give me the ball. All right. Up.
Looks like Lassie, without long hair.
What?
Looks like Lassie from the head. Should a miniature collie and mixed breed?
Australian healer and border collie. And there's my tripod for the critter cam. Got a little lamp there. Got a camera for my telephone. Tripod for
You say you got a 3-legged dog named Tripod?
And there's my camera.
Sorry, bad joke.
There's my webcam.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Holy
I got
shit.
a 2-legged dog named Biden.
There's my rocking chair.
Bad dog.
And I got one of those electrified shiatsu things. And I got one of them infrared foot massaging things. I'm plugged in on my porch. Be out there getting my feet rubbed, my back rubbed, just be rocking, feeding the birds.
Cool.
There's my tower of power.
Yeah.
Speakers all the way up, my 65. There's my computer and everything, my desk. Yeah, I'll give you a peek of that old truck and my camper. Hey, after 4 years, without the help of my advocates from the VA housing, 4 years the inspector was here, and I said, this porch needs a handrail. I've been bitching about a handrail for 4 fucking years. There's old Chevy truck. You see that okay?
Yeah.
And there's old camping trailer.
Oh, it pops out too, right? Looks like it pops out.
No.
That truck.
Oh, okay. That's
Is that a square body?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an 84.
That truck's worth at least 10 grand.
Stop it.
That truck's worth 10 grand all by itself.
You fuck.
You got Facebook?
I don't do Facebook. I tell you what, you sell. I tell you what, you sell it for 10 grand. You hear me?
Yep.
You sell it for 10 grand. Let's see, that's 8 grand. I'll give you 4 grand of the profit.
Yeah.
I'll get my 2. We'll split the 8. Yeah.
What state are you in?
Kansas.
I like that. It's good shit.
I'll tell you what. If I had pictures of that and I posted that on Facebook Marketplace, that truck would get 10 grand all by itself. Look on Craig's. If you go on Craigslist and look up square body Chevys,
ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
Don't do Facebook.
Look on Craigslist, regular Craigslist.
Yeah.
Hey, one of the guys I talked to online, he found a backdoor in it. Because I used to be able to look at Facebook. I don't have Facebook, but I used to be able to look at Facebook Marketplace, which is a lot more than Craigslist. There's more there, way more, And then all of a sudden I couldn't get into it anymore. And it's like, you bastards, I tried and it would nail me it instantly. You've got to sign in, And then he found a backdoor. And it was sweet. So I copied the link and now I get into it going into Ohio, but then I just changed
some places. I think Marketplace is public. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know why he was doing it to me on my computer, but now
they might have you on the terrible list of Facebook.
Yeah. Even though, I don't do Facebook or anything. No Twitter. YouTube.
All right, guys. I usually end the broadcast.
Is it too early to have my Christmas tree already picked out?
Wow, that's a nice Christmas tree.
All right, hold on, Rob.
Oh,
Dean,
she's a beauty.
Usually I end this live at 8:00, so I'm going to end it. But before I do that, I would like to have everybody introduce themselves to the channel and explain what your channel is about. This way, if somebody's rewatching this video, if they have interest in, they could be able to locate you. Then I'm going to push the end, but yet everybody could still stay on the panel because we won't be live at that time. So we have Grandpa's Adventures out there.
Yeah. Grandpa's Adventures. I film and broadcast whatever the fuck I want to.
All right, we got Dean Machine.
Yeah. Yeah, I just like I'm a stream whore, so I got 3 channels and shit like that. But you'll see on my channels I do ATV videos and shit. I just did it on my other channel, the actual D Machine, not WFO. I didn't post anything on this one for a while.
All right, we got Mr. Briggs.
I just support other channels. I don't have any content.
And Too Tall Rob live.
What happened?
All right. Everybody that's watching this broadcast, we'll catch you out next Friday night. Later.